All right, so let's just look at a simple modification we can make to our lasso that'll make retaining our guard much easier. So oftentimes we work a lasso, and we've looked at like variations of lasso, like where we work like over the, like with a tricep grip here. But if we're just talking about a simple lasso, bringing my leg over, trying to hook here, and this acts as like a knee shield now. Like I don't necessarily have control of Damien's arm, but acts like a knee shield, so when he tries to put pressure on me and things like this, I can keep him at bay. Now, one of the disadvantages of this over the modification we'll make is the fact that it's allowing Damien to come closer to me. So a better way to approach lassoing, if we're thinking from a retention perspective, is rather than bring my foot all the way through, is just simply stepping on the shoulder. The idea behind this now is I can keep Damien further away from me, and it makes it much easier for me to address sort of follow-up passing attempts from Damien. So the most common one will be is as my foot comes inside here, he wants to then flank behind me. As I start trying to turn one way, he'll go in the opposite direction. So it might be I step on his shoulder here, Damien's going to try and move outside of my feet here, and then now I can have him to start like turning facing towards him. But you can see the difference here between when I step on the shoulder versus when I make a full lasso. If I make a full lasso here, now Damien's able to close distance, and see how now it's going to be much harder for me to try and work my retention. I can still do things to try and step on his shoulder, but it's just overall much more work for me. Versus, when we're working here, like split squat's probably the most common example. If I just step on the shoulder, when Damien goes to change sides with me here now I can keep him much further at bay, and then I can continue to retain my guard pretty, sort of efficiently. So this applies whether it's going to be from a split squat or even just like an open guard situation here where I'm trying to retain my guard. Generally just trying to step on the shoulder here is going to be just much more effective for your actual, or much more efficient for your actual retention versus going to a lasso where now it's allowing him to close distance here, with the most common one being sort of like either like toreandos or like leg trap variations where they're able to get much closer to you, buried into your hips.